Halo, halo, witam serdecznie chyba w 15 już odcinku z serii Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. No w dzisiejszym materiale zwiedzimy sobie tak zwany Fortu Jericho. To od razu mamy jakieś pojedynki, walki, zobaczmy. Kto to walczy? Nie mogę tak strzelać. To jest nielegalne.
Hold fire! That fellow's not dead! Who is that? Shepherd, I said hold your fire!
A wee Highland kiss for you.
To już zwyczajne dusze zostały, okej.
Great! More fun.
Jeszcze więcej.
That corpse is taking aim.
Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
The name's Andrew White, and you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost, it looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have Spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
Heard any good scuttle lately?
The dead are coming, and you want to gossip. I admire your sang-froid, and that's the Lord's truth, but now, sir, is not the time.
How holds the fort?
How holds the fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Priest took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the carrion.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. Soon as I take care of the Spectre's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow.
Ta, mamy coś? No rzeczywiście.
More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. Never mind.
I'll do this myself.
Mocny atak! Może kogoś przebijemy, come on! Ktoś mnie jeszcze chyba atakuje, jakieś mamy.
Never-ending spectres. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere.
Przy okazji jakieś jeszcze kolejne zabudowy, co warto było zobaczyć. Jakaś szopa. Dobra, do jeszcze wyżej się dostać? Całkiem możliwe. Ej, zaraz, ja w ogóle przyzywam. A to jeszcze piętro wyżej, dobra, da się przedostać użyj, dobra, już teraz? Zablokowane.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
Ta, pewnie to będzie skrót z drugiej strony do odblokowania. Ale to o wiele później. W każdym razie misja główna wiedzie tędy. Będzie leże przeciwników. Coś ma na wprost. No trochę bardziej otwarte tereny, po raz kolejny tyle możliwości. No, skupmy się na głównej historii.
Think you could take on a ghost?
No to jest głupia sprawa, jak tylko kolesia zaatakowałem, jak tam był leżący, to od razu wstało.
That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
Okej, jakiś wózek mógłbym ze sobą zabrać. Tylko pytanie po co? Może się gdzieś wespnę. Bez żadnych kłopotów, bohater się nawet nie wysila jakoś specjalnie. A tyle? A, czyli rzeczywiście mogę się teraz wyżej dostać. Ale to za chwilę. Jeszcze mamy jakieś materiały dodatkowe. Tu już nie przejdę z drugiej strony. A jest dodatkowe przejście. Prócz tego raczej nic nie widać. Nie, gdzie idę? Tędy. Wózkiem dalej pojedziemy raczej nie. Co muszę zrobić? Tędy.
I should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest.
A, czyli misja została już wykonana, bo przeciwnicy się tam respili, tak? Jeśli leży mieli, a teraz je zablokowałem, tak? Nie, myślę, że będzie jakaś epicka, legendarna walka, ale nic z tych rzeczy. No to nie zawsze trzeba agresywnie walczyć. Jest też inne, bardziej pokojowe rozwiązanie. Teraz te trupy będą głodowały w zamknięciu. Jeszcze trupy na każdym kroku. Wiszące. Warto patrzeć do góry. Może jeszcze jakieś by wisiały gdzieś. Nie widzę. A nie, teraz mamy inną misję. Muszę się wycofać. Znajdź sposób na dostanie się wyżej. No to nie wiem, ruszamy za wskaźnikiem. Może tędy. Rzeczywiście coś, mamy jakieś nowe przejście.
I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
Okej, kilka ścieżek. Przy okazji coraz gęstsza zima. Już taka śnieżyca, że mało co widać.
I felt it too.
Great! More fun.
Move it, Red!
Ty masz jakąś tarczę, jak ją przebić? Właśnie nie jestem pewien.
It's when a corpse is this hearty. Piss off!
I co jest, kurde?
The mountain is awash with spectres.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
Tak się wspinali do góry. Zobaczymy. Informacja. Niebezpieczeństwo, nieznane terytorium, zakaz polowania i innych działań. Może dał radę od góry obejść zabezpieczenia, jakieś mury. No, z pewnością idziemy w dobrym kierunku.
Where is it?
Tędy. Dodatkowe materiały na każdym kroku, dziękuję serdecznie. A naprawdę bardzo przyjemny klimat, muszę przyznać. Eksploracja jakichś zimowych terenów. Do tej pory ten epizod się najbardziej wyróżnia. Naprawdę fajny klimat.
Off we go then.
Jeszcze coś. Tędy z kolei. Dobra, wydaje mi się, że to jakaś szybka kwestia.
Blasted pest!
Te ataki AOE są naprawdę niesamowicie mocne. Wszystkim pół życia zabiera mi tyle. Już na wstępie. No dobra, było warto. Legowisko wilków strasznych. No dobra, idziemy w każdym razie w dobrą stronę. Im wyżej, tym lepiej.
Nothing's here.
Hidden.
Na razie niczego nie widzę, nie wiem. Coś mi ominęło? Tędy. Dobra, po raz kolejny rozgałęzienie. Nie wiem, może tędy? Czy ma to jakiekolwiek znaczenie? O, jakaś flaga.
Help us, please. We have a survivor. Come.
Nie mogę strzelać do ducha. Jakby mu się mogło coś stać. No i proszę bardzo, na wprost mamy rzeczywiście możliwość przejścia, tak jak wcześniej widzieliśmy. Mogę tak niszczyć otoczenie? Nawet nie wiem, tak jest. Kolejne materiały na każdym kroku, dziękuję serdecznie. Ale to jest raczej ślepy zaułek z drugiej strony, dopiero skrócimy. Co to za flaga? Niby Anglii? Ale jeszcze czerwona cała? To chyba jakaś fikcyjna albo jakiegoś małego stanu, nie wiem.
He's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
Może już nie wstanie. O, chyba skrót na jakieś lokacje wcześniej widoczne. Zobaczmy. Na co komu podobne platformy ryzykowne? Wyobraźcie sobie tak chodzić po takich deskach małych, aniżeli kilkadziesiąt metrów spadku. To dosyć ryzykowna sprawa. Pracy na wysokościach. Tam już nic nie mamy, żadnych skrótów do odblokowywania. Może za chwilę. Na razie jest zablokowany z jakiegoś względu. No mógłbym już przejechać na dół, ale
Looks like they were taken by surprise.
to się mija z celem. New Eden. Plan wysyłki. Europa, Boston. Ciekawe czego? Jakieś rudy? Nie wiem. Poruczniku, zgodnie z wymaganiami dostawa obejmuje 3 nowe linie pomiarowe, 1 pas do systemu podnoszenia, 2 beczki oliwy do lamp, 10 kilofów i została w całości opłacona z góry. Davies. Jeszcze piętro wyżej, zobaczmy. Zablokowane, naprawdę.
This is locked from the other side.
Czyli dałoby radę przestrzelić po raz kolejny, zapewne. Ale nie widzę możliwości. Jak to? Tędy? Dałoby radę? Tak jest.
According to our map, the treasure can't be far.
Okej, jeszcze jakieś skarby w okolicy. Nie, na zewnątrz już się nie da wejść. No i szukamy skarbu. Może jakoś będzie rzeczywiście nieopodal tędy? Nie wiem. Czy ja poszukuję?
According to our map, the treasure can't be far.
Tych map już mamy dziesiątki dosłownie, no zobaczmy jakoś. Bardziej szczegółowo, nie widzę nic.
They never learn, do they?
O, ten jak mi przerwał.
Don't just stand there. Move!
Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
Dobra, zaraz zobaczymy.
According to the map, the treasure should be near.
No fajne podpowiedzi, ale nie wiem, czy chce mi się aż tak super wchodzić w szczegóły. Tych map mamy naprawdę z 20 różnych. To by trochę zajęło. Okej, jakieś szaty, a wyżej już nie wejdziemy. Może to był skarb, kto wie. No dobra, zobaczmy jeszcze okolice. O, tędy. Zazwyczaj pod X-em. Jakieś nowe materiały, wspaniale. Tędy z kolei ktoś umarł w trakcie prac wysokościowych zapewne. No jeszcze dobra, radę wyżej się dostać. A to będzie jakiś skrót na poprzednie tereny, co tam wcześniej widzieliśmy.
Shall we?
Dobra, zobaczmy na szybkości. Co, papka? O nie, straszne potwory jak serii.
There's a tough one.
Są niby jeszcze jakieś ścieżki do góry, zobaczmy może na szybkości. Gdzie by nas to doprowadziło? Kurde, to się jeszcze rozciąga, może to będzie główna historia. Dobra, zobaczmy najpierw tędy.
Still impressive.
Ktoś się pojedynkuje?
Sebastian! I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Dobra, trzeba szybko pomóc.
This is not how I die!
Osadnicy jacyś giną, a ja sobie sprawdzam skrytki najlepiej. Taki za mnie sojusznik.
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
O, walka z bossem?
I have another insight. Watch out! Spectre possession.
No nie, nie w tego, kurde, come on! Mordujemy, żebyś nie powstał.
Away with you!
Great! More fun.
Kurde, jak szybko on atakuje.
Have a bit of this. Are you sure you're not hurt?
I'm fine. Stop fussing.
Off we go then.
Jeszcze mamy kilka przejść dodatkowych. Dobra, jak tam bohaterowie sobie radzą? Porozmawiaj z Helen Pris. Tam dowódczyni, tak? To ona potrafi widzieć duchy?
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can't see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
"7 years. Why come back now?"
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
We found the rest of your men outside. They're gone. I'm sorry.
We were overrun. I sent Matthews and Williams with the supplies to race for the hoist.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
No dobra, w takim razie będziemy mieli bohaterkę może w ekipie, czy ona by mogła jeszcze walczyć? Zobaczymy. To było całkiem interesujące. Do tej pory nie mieliśmy podobnych zabiegów. Cały czas solo walczyliśmy.
A banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
A pamiętam tą lokację z innego zwiastuna w sumie. Teraz sobie przypomniałem. Dobra, w takim razie ruszamy.
My sympathies.
Co z nią? Idzie pani? Może ona odblokuje. Masz klucz. Teraz.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end.
Dobra, chyba szykuje się jakaś ważna decyzja z tym kapitanem, zapewne.
You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me.
A czy ja już tam na górze wszystko sprawdziłem? Zaraz. Chyba nie do końca. Dobra, czyli nareszcie chyba będzie przed nami stała droga otworem. Jeżeli chodzi o fort, może jeszcze kapitana poznamy, kto wie. No tak, czyli bohaterka przybyła, teraz nie będzie już żadnej walki. To dosyć częsty zabieg. Ostatnio w grach wideo zaobserwowałem. Tak samo było w Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Fortu Jericho, nareszcie.
Good to see you living, sir. Where are the others? Keep it short. I'm on duty. And the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Anything to report?
Had any good scuttle lately?
I'll spill it if I have it, but be quick. I'm busy.
O, mamy plotki, nareszcie.
We've known an officer or three, you and me. So, tell me about the captain.
In nigh on 20 years' service, I've not met a commander more efficient, nor one so relentless. Ever a pain in the ass, aye. But a good one. But that was then and this is now. He's not the man he was. Still a pain in the arse, mind.
What think you now of Helen Priest?
Wow, she's like her husband. Only yet better. Command is in her blood. She reminds me of my old mum. The Queen of Topsfield Common, we used to call her. Born to give orders, she was. And you dare not disobey.
Did you know Sebastian Priest?
I surely did. Good man, hell of a soldier. Had kingly ideals, but did not strut like a crow in the gutter. Hero is an ill-used tag, oft misassigned. But Lieutenant Priest was a hero, and a proper one at that.
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
Well, they're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick. Them who stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. For now, leastways. The fight's not fair. That's it.
That's wrong, but we're doing our best to put it right.
Wherefore the paradise of New Eden, eh? What a hole we've made of it. Mind you, if we stop digging, we die.
Peaceful watch to you.
Może jeszcze z kimś porozmawiam, zobaczmy okolice. Proszę bardzo, ile możliwości. No tam jeszcze mógłbym się przedostać, zaraz. Górskie miasteczko, fajna sprawa. Ej, co, jej drzwi nie zamknął już? A wcześniej tak blokowali pani.
Good day to you, miss.
Miss? I'm the hunter Flora Abbott, and I never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McCraith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing cleverer than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
So you hunt for the fort? Are you part of the train band?
I serve, in my way. Before the curse, I traded with the people of New Eden. Meat and fur bartered for whatever they had that I needed.
How did you end up in New Eden? You won't mind me saying that you're not like most people here.
And yet, I am a New Englander. Born on a farm not far from Boston, but always preferred the wild. So I came to New Eden. In time, I came to love it. It's cursed, and I'm still here, aren't I?
What do you know? Tell me about your day-to-day.
If I did, would you listen?
Jasne, że tak.
Talk to me of Captain Pennington.
I've worked for worse. I'm able and I give him no trouble. In return, he makes sure I get none. He respects me. That makes him an excellent judge of character. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
Not my favorite person, if I'm honest, but in the fight against the dead, she's an asset.
How are you yourself?
I do my work and do it well, though few notice.
I'll take my leave of you, Flora.
I'll not stop you.
Miss, I never miss. Dobra, zobaczmy, co my jeszcze dalej mamy. Przeskok, tędy. Jakieś sekrety. No, od razu zabierzemy materiały. Prosto z Jericho. Fortu. Kurde, zamknięte.
Find the key to open this.
Trzeba bardziej szczegółowo przeczesać. Piętro niżej. Nie no, plądrujemy magazyn i tyle. Dobra, o, Biblię to już czytaliśmy wielokrotnie. Chyba najbardziej popularna ze wszystkich. Tędy. Uwaga, budynek jest ruiną. Dostęp na górę jest ograniczony. Niebezpieczeństwo, spadające przedmioty. Dobra. Tędy. No, to już macie dłuższą lekturę. Łączy się w smutku Andrew Whit. Jak to się czyta? Tyle. Ma jeszcze jakieś misje? Co to jest? Odnośnie do archiwów. Wszelkie zapisy, raporty i inne dokumenty przetransportowane z New Eden są teraz zamknięte na górze w zbrojowni. Aby uzyskać do nich dostęp, należy się ze mną skontaktować. Tam nic kluczowego w sumie nie widziałem. Nie wiem. Nie, to jest miasteczko większych rozmiarów. Patrzcie tylko na to, tyle możliwości. Sobie zwiedzimy na szybko. Tędy? Nie, nie mogę się przedostać. Może później.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know.
Nie jestem pewien, czy teraz powinienem sprawdzać tą okolicę. Jakoś dużo notatek. Wydaje mi się, że to będzie jakaś inna misja zupełnie. Dosyć charakterystyczna miejscówka. To wątek zobaczę później.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McGrath, a Banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? I have no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'll have to be Miller to enjoy the situation.
The merchant?
Aye, the freedman. He's the only one who'll leave Fortu Jericho with more than he came with. Some people have all the luck.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
What about him?
I don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets, that kind of thing?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not, but I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. He died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
Fajna sprawa, możemy podpytać różne osoby, co sądziły o bohaterach. To w przyszłości może pomóc podjąć decyzję, kogo zamordować, a kogo nie. Pewnie będziemy mieli podobne zakończenie. Jesteśmy w okolicy jakoś. Otóż archiwa byłem. Tędy. Zaraz. Przy okazji jakoś safe jest chyba nieopodal. Gdzie to się dokładnie będzie znajdowało. No już nie będę chyba kolejnych przepytywał o to samo dokładnie. A u góry? No mamy niby save'a, ale nie mogę go odblokować obecnie. Chyba muszę jednak na samym początku porozmawiać, dopiero wtedy otrzymamy taką opcję. No dobra, spróbujmy.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, MacWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fortu Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the bold and the governor let the afeard flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick-Skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her shoulders. Without her, the band will suffer.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
Nie chcesz mi powiedzieć swojej historii? W takim razie później cię ukatrupię najlepiej. To jest rozwiązanie family friendly.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
You must at least try.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. How is that, do you think? We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
No dobra. A jeszcze coś zrobimy?
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Dobra, kolejna Biblia tego samego rodzaju. No i pora na odpoczynek. Ognisko w pokoju. Jeszcze drewnianym, trochę ryzykownie. Dobrze, zobaczmy ekwipunek. Ulepszanie na różne sposoby. Bierzemy. Tylko pytanie, które to jest z najlepszych statystyk? Na poziom 4 już. Dalej z kolei pierścienie. Może być. Jeszcze na wyższy poziom mógłbym. Okej. Nie, to rozumiem. Niezwykły przedmiot. Tak jest. Jeszcze na wyższy. Nieskazitelny. Patrzcie, jakie staty. A wyższy to relikwia. No to sobie doładowałem. Ewolucja. Jak tu dalej jeszcze rozegrać? Wygnanie wroga przywraca 20% punktów zdrowia, ale przyrost punktów wygnania jest zmniejszony. Idealna zamiana zużywa 10 punktów energii duchowej. Obrażenia zadawane przez wszystkie ataki idealnej przemiany są zwiększone. Nawet nie wiem, na czym to polega. Kiedy pasek energii duchowej jest pełny, ataki Reda skracają czas odnowienia objawień. Co to są objawienia? Dobra, zobaczymy, nie wiem. Niech będzie. I odpoczynek. Tak jest. Patrzcie, jakie postępy. Co będzie naszym kolejnym celem, nie wiadomo.
For years, Kate Newsmith believed she did not measure up to her sister. Now she knows that in her kindness, she is at least her sister's equal. Thick skin has paid for her sins. But what of her sister? What will Kate do now? Her people look to her for their future, their protection, their survival.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
So we fight to preserve it, fierce and true, for as long as we can.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick, he buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Much goes on around here, and you seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
No dobra, w sumie zrobiliśmy całkiem niezłe postępy, więc w tym miejscu zakończę dzisiejszy odcinek. Jeżeli interesuje Was kontynuacja przygody, to polecam zostawić lajka, dzwonka po kolejne codziennie wychodzące materiały. Dobra, więc to było na tyle. Ja się z wami żegnam. Do jutra.